Good morning, beloved child of God. As the sun rises and its soft light begins to touch the world, I want to speak directly to your soul. Yes, you, the one who woke up with questions in your heart and a desire for peace. You didn't stumble upon this message by accident. Heaven has orchestrated this moment. Before the noise of the day begins, before tasks and texts demand your attention, God is calling you. He's asking for one thing, your surrender. He's whispering, give me your day. Let me ask you, dear one, what is weighing on your heart right now? Are you anxious about the unknown, worried about your family, your finances, your health, your future? Are you trying to control outcomes that aren't yours to manage? Then listen closely. The Lord says in Proverbs 3:5-6, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge Him, and He will direct your paths. That's a promise. You don't have to carry today alone. Give it to God. He knows the way even when you do not. He has seen every step ahead of you, every twist, every storm, every open door. When you give your day to the Lord, you invite His peace to take the place of your pressure. You invite His wisdom to speak louder than confusion. You invite His power to protect what you cannot. Surrender is not weakness. It is sacred strength. It is choosing to say, God, I trust you more than I trust my plans. And when you do that, something beautiful begins to unfold. His divine order starts to shape your hour. You see, giving God your day doesn't mean everything will be easy, but it does mean you won't be alone. The Lord walks ahead of you. He fights for you. He surrounds you. As Deuteronomy 31:8 says, the Lord Himself goes before you and will be with you. He will never leave you nor forsake you. That promise still stands right now over your life, over this very day. So let the anxiety melt away. Let the what-ifs go silent. Let the peace of God begin to flood your thought. Take a deep breath right where you are. Inhale His presence. Exhale your stress. Whisper this with me. Lord, I give you my day. I trust you with my time, my thoughts, my choices, and my outcomes. Be my guide. Even saying those words creates space for His Spirit to move. He is not far from you. He is right here, waiting to carry what you were never meant to carry alone. Will you let Him? Will you open your hands and say, this is yours, Lord? You feel burdened, like you're trying to control things that are already out of your hands. But listen, God is whispering, you don't have to do this alone. Say this aloud. Lord, I give you my day. Write it down. Make it your surrender. And if this message is already softening your heart, type these words in the comments right now. God, I trust you with this day. Tell us, what are you praying for today? What part of your day feels heavy already? Let us pray for you. Let us stand with you. And as you share, notice the moment God met you here. Was it 4 minutes in? 10 minutes? Let us know in the comments. And don't just stop here. Return tomorrow and the next day and every day after that. Make this moment your sacred daily offering. Let this be how you begin again with God. And to our new family members, welcome. Click subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss tomorrow's prayer. Every morning we gather here to offer our day to the Lord and to hear what heaven has to say. And to our faithful community, we feel you. We've missed your voice. Some of you used to pray here with us daily. We don't see your comments as often. Have distractions pulled you away from the quiet place? Have other things stolen the first moments of your day? It's time to return. Come back to where peace lives. Come back to the sacred hour. God misses that time with you, and He's calling you gently. Bring me your morning again. So right now, thank Him. Thank Him for a new day, for new mercy, for another breath. And don't keep this prayer to yourself. Share it with a loved one, a spouse, a friend, someone in your family who needs to start their day with peace. God sees when you lead someone to Him. The Bible says in Daniel 12:3, those who lead many to righteousness will shine like the stars forever and ever. So go ahead, plant that seed. Let God grow it. Now, as we prepare to enter into prayer, I want to take you into a moment in Scripture. A moment that reflects exactly what it means to give God your day. It's the story of a young shepherd named David. Before he became king, before the giant fell, before the crown ever touched his head, David knew the power of starting the day with the Lord. In Psalm 5:3, David writes, in the morning, Lord, you hear my voice. In the morning I lay my requests before you, and wait expectantly. This was a man who didn't wait for battle to pray. He began his day in worship, in trust, in surrender. And it was that morning devotion that shaped his strength. He didn't walk into Goliath's shadow alone. He walked with heaven behind him. And so will you. Let's pray. Heavenly Father, as the light of this new day reaches the earth, I open my heart to you. Before I take another step, before I answer a message or chase after my to-do list, I place this day in your hands. You are the God of time, the creator of the morning, and the keeper of my soul. I surrender these coming hours to you, not because I am strong, but because I know I am not. I cannot protect myself as you can. I cannot see what's ahead like you do. So I place my schedule, my pace, and my plans under the covering of your will. Lord, I ask for your protection today, not just around my body, but around my spirit. Protect my thoughts from drifting toward fear. Protect my words from harming others or myself. Cover my emotions with peace. Guard my heart from offense, from bitterness, from weariness. You are my shield, O God. You are my hiding place. As Psalm 91:4 says, He will cover you with His feathers, and under His wings you will find refuge. His faithfulness will be your shield and rampart. I hide in that promise now. Let your presence surround me, like a fortress of light. Keep my family safe today. Cover them as they move through the world, at work, at school, in traffic, in quiet places and loud ones. Keep them close to your heart. If they face temptation, give them strength. If they face fear, give them courage. If they face hurt, give them comfort. And if they feel alone, remind them they are not. Father, I ask you to assign angels to walk with us today. Heavenly warriors to stand in the places we cannot see, to block the plans of the enemy, to carry our prayers when we have no word. Lord, I ask you to bless the work of my hands today. Whatever I do, whether big or small, let it carry purpose. Let me be focused, not frantic. Let me be present, not distracted. Help me pour love into what I do. Help me reflect your character in how I do it. Whether I'm serving my family, answering emails, cleaning dishes, or leading others, let it be done as worship. Colossians 3:23 says, Whatever you do, work at it with all your heart, as working for the Lord, not for human masters. Let that truth guide how I show up today. Father, I invite you into my decisions, into every yes and every no, into every door I walk through, and every one I don't. If something is not from you, block it. If a path will steal my peace, shut it. If a relationship isn't right, remove it. But if something is from you, if it's part of the blessing you've already prepared, give me the courage to walk boldly into it. I don't want to live by fear. I want to live by faith, and faith means I trust you more than I trust my own understanding. As the day moves forward, I know distractions will come. I know noise will rise. But help me return to this quiet place inside, this holy moment of connection with you. Let my heart remember that I started the day in surrender. And when stress tries to pull me away, bring me back here. Bring me back to trust. Bring me back to peace. Bring me back to the prayer I whispered this morning. Lord, I give you my day. That is my anchor. That is my posture. That is my offering. Let this day not be wasted on worry. Let it not be lost in anxiety. Let it be filled with you, God, filled with gratitude, filled with clarity, filled with quiet strength. Let every word I speak carry kindness. Let every step I take bring peace. Let every breath I breathe remind me I am not alone. You are with me, walking beside me, guiding ahead of me, and standing behind me. Thank you, Lord, for this morning, for this mercy, for this breath. Father, as the sun rises higher and this day begins to unfold, I pause again in your presence. I don't want to rush ahead of you. I want to walk with you. I want to notice you in the little things, in the way the light touches the window, in the way my heart slows when I speak your name, in the silence that holds your peace. You are not just the God of grand miracles. You are the God of ordinary moments filled with sacred meaning. So teach me to walk slowly enough to see them. Help me to be sensitive to your voice today. Help me to hear you above the noise, above the emails, the tasks, the opinions, the headlines. Your whisper stills my fear. Your truth corrects my thinking. Your love reminds me of who I am. Isaiah 30:21 says, "Whether you turn to the right or to the left, your ears will hear a voice behind you saying, 'This is the way, walk in it.'" I need that voice, Lord. I don't want to go where you are not leading. I don't want to make decisions you haven't blessed. Father, I ask you to help me guard my heart today, not just from temptation or obvious danger, but from discouragement, from self-criticism, from comparison, from believing lies that I'm not enough. So many things try to steal joy. So many words try to wound. But I choose truth today. I choose to remember that I am loved by you, not because of what I do, but because of who you are. I am yours, and that is enough. Your love steadies me. Your truth grounds me. Your promises anchor me. And Lord, when interruptions come, and they will help me not to be frustrated, help me to see them as divine appointments. Maybe the delay is your protection. Maybe the phone call is someone who needs encouragement. Maybe the detour is where you want to meet me. Let me not complain when my plans change. Let me stay open, flexible, and trusting. Remind me that I gave you this day. That means you get to arrange it however you choose. Let me rejoice in that, even when I don't understand. Give me grace for others today, God. The people who move too slowly, who speak unkindly, who test my patience. Remind me that everyone is carrying something. Everyone is fighting some battle I may not see. Let me speak gently. Let me offer grace before judgment. Let me show mercy before anger. Your word in James 1:19 says, "Everyone should be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to become angry." Help me to live that way today. Help me to be a reflection of Jesus, not just in what I believe, but in how I treat others. Let this day, Lord, be marked by presence, not performance. Let it be guided by peace, not pressure. Let it be full of moments that matter. Let me not chase approval or perfection, but pursue you. Remind me that success today is not about doing it all. It's about being faithful with what you place in my hands. Let me do it with excellence. Let me do it with love. Let me do it with joy, and let me give you every result, every win, every loss, every unknown, because today is yours, Lord. I gave it to you and I trust you with it fully. Father, as the minutes pass and the day takes shape, I remain anchored in this quiet space with you. Though the world pulls at my focus, I turn my gaze back to you again and again. Like the sunflowers that follow the light, I want my heart to follow yours. I want to be so connected to your spirit that even small nudges move me. Let your presence be my compass. Let it be the still voice that steadies me when everything else rushes forward. Today, I invite you into my words. Help me speak life into those around me. Let my tone be gentle, not sharp. Let my speech be filled with truth, but always wrapped in grace. Let every word I say build up, not tear down. And when silence is more powerful than speech, give me the wisdom to say nothing at all. As Psalm 19:14 says, "May the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be pleasing in your sight, O Lord, my rock and my redeemer." May my words echo heaven's love today. Lord, I ask you to bless the people I encounter today. From strangers I pass by, to co-workers, to family, I pray you touch them through me. Let my presence carry peace. Let my eyes show compassion. Let my actions speak of patience, humility, and gentleness. I don't just want to go through this day, and I want to love through it. I want to leave trails of kindness wherever I walk. I want people to feel seen, not overlooked, valued, not ignored, loved, not judged. And Father, in moments when I am alone today, don't let loneliness creep in. Let solitude become sacred instead of sorrowful. Let those quiet minutes be holy conversations between my heart and yours. Let them refresh me, not drain me. Let them be reminders that I am never truly alone, because you are always near. As Psalm 73:28 says, "But as for me, it is good to be near God. I have made the sovereign Lord my refuge." May I feel that nearness deeply today, even in silence. When unexpected stress enters my path, whether it's a canceled plan, an unfair word, or a personal disappointment, Help me to respond with faith. Don't let me spiral. Don't let me freeze in fear or flare up in frustration. Let me pause and pray. Let me remember this day was surrendered already. And that means nothing catches you by surprise. I trust you even when it's uncomfortable. I praise you even when it hurts. I lean on you even when I don't know what comes next. And as the day continues to unfold, let every hour carry the weight of your presence. Let every place I walk into be changed because I carry you with me. Let the places I speak into shift because I carry light and not fear. Let this be a day where blessings aren't just received but given, where miracles are not only asked for but expected. Because you are a faithful God, you are good, even on the hard days. And this day belongs to you, because I placed it in your hand. Lord, as I journey deeper into the flow of this day, I ask you to walk with me in every decision I make. Whether the choice feels large or small, help me remember that even small turns shape the road ahead. Keep my heart from leaning on logic alone, and teach me to listen for your still, small voice. Let divine wisdom interrupt my assumptions. Let clarity break through confusion. When I don't know which way to go, remind me that the one who created time holds my schedule in his hands. Let this be a day where I see divine fingerprints in unexpected places, in a kind word from a stranger, in the way a prayer gets answered quietly, in a moment of stillness that calms my anxious heart. I don't want to miss your movements, God. You are not only in the storms, but also in the gentle breeze. You are not only in the parting of seas, but in the soft moments of grace. Let me notice you. Let me name those moments for what they are. And if I begin to carry more than I should, remind me to lay it down. If I start to hold people too tightly, help me release them back into your care. If I begin to strive in my own strength, pull me back into dependence. I want to remain open-handed today, because open hands receive more than clenched fists ever could. As Psalm 55:22 says, "Cast your burden on the Lord, and he will sustain you. He will never permit the righteous to be moved." I cast every burden now. Sustain me, Lord. Teach me to love well today. Not only when it's easy, but when it's costly. Let love shape my tone when I feel frustrated. Let love direct my choices when I feel tempted. Let love stretch me beyond convenience and comfort. I want to carry the kind of love that changes atmosphere, the kind that is patient, the kind that seeks no spotlight, the kind that reflects you. Let me be an extension of your kindness to a world that desperately needs a reminder of who you are. And Lord, if there's someone I've forgotten to forgive, bring them to mind. If there's a place in my heart still holding resentment, uncover it gently. Let this day not be shadowed by yesterday's pain. Let it be bright with freedom. Your word in Ephesians 4:32 says, "Be kind and compassionate to one another, forgiving each other, just as in Christ God forgave you." Help me to walk in that mercy, not just as a receiver, but as a vessel. I don't want bitterness to guide my day. I want healing to lead me forward. So once again, Father, I say it. Lord, I give you my day. I give you the people, the plans, the pressures, and even the things I cannot yet name. I don't want to walk into the next hour without your blessing on it. I don't want to step into the unknown without your hand leading me. You are my source. You are my covering. You are my peace. Wrap this day in your grace and let it be a beautiful offering to you. Father, as I continue through this day, I sense how much I need your strength. Not the kind that comes from willpower or adrenaline, but the quiet strength that flows from abiding in you. Strength that doesn't run out when people disappoint me. Strength that doesn't falter when things don't go as planned. Strength that holds me steady when emotions rise and energy fades. Isaiah 40:31 says, "But those who wait on the Lord shall renew their strength." I choose to wait on you now, not with passivity but with holy expectation. Let your spirit breathe fresh energy into my body, my mind, and my heart. Restore the parts of me that feel tired already. Lift the heaviness that crept in unnoticed. Replace weariness with renewed purpose. I don't want to just get through this day. I want to walk through it awake, aware, and filled with joy. Joy not because of perfect circumstances, but because I know who walks with me. joy that flows from the assurance that you are working in every unseen place. God, if anxiety begins to rise within me, let your peace silence it. Remind me of what is true, not just what is loud. Remind me that worry never changes outcomes, but prayer does. Help me remember that I serve a God who split the sea, calmed the storm, and walked on water. Nothing I face today is too great for you. Let that truth rise up and steady me. Philippians 4:6 reminds me, do not be anxious about anything, but in everything by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God. I do that now, I give it all to you again. Let me see this day as a gift, not just a list. Help me slow down enough to notice its beauty. The way the light flickers through leaves, the sound of laughter, the gift of breath in my lungs, the chance to try again, even in the struggle, even in the waiting. There are glimpses of grace all around me. Let me not rush past them. Let me pause and give thanks. Gratitude transforms how I see. It turns the ordinary into sacred ground. Father, I pray for protection not just from what is physical but from spiritual discouragement, the kind that creeps in when nothing feels wrong, yet nothing feels quite right. The kind that whispers, you're behind, you're not enough, you're missing something. Silence those lies with your truth. Remind me that I am exactly where you have placed me, that I am not behind when I am in your will, that what matters most is not my pace but my posture, open to you, leaning on you, trusting you fully. And as I prepare for the rest of this day, I ask again, go before me, Lord. Walk with me into every room. Sit with me in every conversation. Protect my peace from the things that seek to drain it. Lead me away from distractions and into purpose. Help me end this day the same way I began it, in surrender, in stillness, in trust, because this is not just my day. It is yours, and I gave it to you not once, but again and again, with every breath. Lord, as the day stretches on, I know that my need for you only deepens. There is no moment today that I want to walk through without you. Whether I am surrounded by people or sitting alone in silence, I long to feel your presence close. I don't want to treat you like a morning appointment. I want you to be my companion through every conversation, every task, every pause, and every breath. Remind me gently to invite you into each moment. Let my thoughts today be saturated in your truth. When old patterns try to return, worry, shame, doubt, let them find no place to land. Let my mind become a garden where peace grows freely. Let Scripture rise like gentle waves within me. Remind me that you will keep in perfect peace those whose minds are steadfast, because they trust in you. Isaiah 26:3. Let that perfect peace guard my mind like a divine shield. And when distractions come, and they will let me catch myself in love, not shame. Let me return to you quickly, without guilt or fear. You are not counting how many times I lose focus. You are rejoicing every time I come back. You are not a distant judge waiting for me to fail. You are a patient Father, drawing me back to center again and again. Thank you for your kindness, Lord. Today, let me choose my focus intentionally. Let me not dwell on what I cannot control. Let me not spiral into what-ifs. Let me not borrow trouble from tomorrow. Instead, help me be present. Help me see the person in front of me. Help me hear the tone behind the words. Help me catch divine moments I might otherwise miss. A day lived fully with you is never wasted. God, I lift up every plan still ahead today. Appointments, errands, chores, obligations. Each one is an opportunity to partner with you. I ask you to go ahead of me. Prepare the people I'll meet. Open the doors you want me to walk through. Close the ones that will steal my peace. Let divine interruptions lead me to sacred outcomes. Let nothing be by accident when I've given you my time. Strengthen my body when fatigue sets in. Refresh my spirit when discouragement whispers. Fill my lungs with gratitude when I begin to complain. Let me not only finish this day, I want to finish it well. I want to finish it with peace in my heart, joy in my words, and rest in my soul. I want to look back and see your fingerprints all over it. And Lord, bless those I love, even those I may not be able to see today. Surround them with your favor. Keep them from harm. Let their paths be made straight. Whisper to them what they most need to hear. Let them sense that someone is praying for them, even now. And if I am meant to be part of their answered prayer, then use me. I am willing. Let me be aware of my influence today. Let me not underestimate how much my attitude affects a room. Let my presence carry peace, not pressure. Let my words bring warmth, not weight. Let my reactions reflect patience, not pride. Let my actions show compassion, not competition. May I be a quiet light in loud places, a reflection of your mercy in every encounter. Help me forgive quickly today, Lord. Even in the moment, even when it stings, even when there's no apology. Let nothing lodge in my spirit and take root as bitterness. Forgiveness is not weakness, it's strength. It's trusting you to handle what I cannot. I release every offense before it becomes a burden. I choose peace over pride. I choose freedom over grudges. Let today be a testimony of what happens when a person surrenders early and often. Let it be a day where heaven breaks through the ordinary. Let it be a day where I don't just talk about faith. I live it, I breathe it, I offer it to others through my gentleness, my joy, my patience, and my quiet strength. Let it be a day where you are glorified in me. And when I am tempted to worry about money, about people, about tomorrow, let me speak your promises out loud. Let my mouth agree with heaven, not fear. Let me remember the birds that neither sow nor reap, and yet are fed by your hand. You see me, you care for me. You are not pacing heaven nervously about my needs. You are already providing in ways I cannot yet see. Let nothing in this day make me forget that you are my Father, that I am held, that I am chosen, that I am loved. Even in moments of imperfection, I am not abandoned. Even in weakness, I am not disqualified. I am yours, and that alone is reason enough for peace to remain and hope to rise. So once more, as I walk forward into this afternoon, I whisper it again from my spirit to yours. Lord, I give you my day, not just once in the morning, but continually, as each new hour unfolds. I don't want to take it back. I want to walk with open hands and a trusting heart, knowing that you always finish what you begin. Thank you for walking with me, Father. Thank you for ordering my steps. Thank you for being faithful in ways I don't even recognize until later. You are good and you are near. That is enough for me today. Lord, I sense your quiet companionship as the hours pass. You are not far off or distracted. You are closer than my next breath. In meetings, in traffic, in silence, in laughter, you are there. You are in the small pauses between sentences. You are in the thoughts I didn't speak but felt. You are in the places I thought were mundane, transforming them with holy presence. I pray now for continued covering over the rest of this day. Protect my heart from discouragement, especially the kind that creeps in quietly disguised as disappointment or delayed expectations. Shield me from spiritual fatigue. Let me not mistake exhaustion for failure. Let me remember that you are pleased not only with my victories, but with my faithfulness in the unseen hours. Father, make me aware of opportunities to serve, even when they are inconvenient. Let me choose obedience over comfort. Let me stop and help when you nudge me, even if I'm in a hurry. Make me brave in my kindness, generous in my attention, courageous in my compassion. I don't want to live distracted by my own plans and miss the moments you placed before me on purpose. And if something doesn't go the way I hoped, if there is a closed door, a sudden change, or unexpected news, remind me instantly that you are still in control. Let disappointment become a doorway into deeper trust. Let confusion be met with stillness. Let the need to understand be replaced by a willingness to follow. You are writing a better story than the one I was clinging to. Father, when I feel unseen in what I'm doing, remind me that you see it all. Every quiet act of love, every moment of patience no one thanks me for, every small decision to choose joy instead of complaint. You see it and you value it. You said in Matthew 6:6, your Father who sees what is done in secret will reward you. Let me find peace in your eyes, not applause from others. Keep my heart humble today, Lord. Success can be a louder test than failure. When things go well, let me remember, you are the source. When favor flows, let me point it all back to you. When people thank me, let me silently thank you. Don't let pride slip in through the cracks. Keep me anchored in gratitude and clothed in grace. And if comparison rises, when I see others running ahead or doing more, remind me that my race is different, that faithfulness is not measured by visibility, that purpose is not defined by pace. Let me cheer others on without resenting my own road. Let me trust that you are just as present in my waiting as you are in someone else's breakthrough. Teach me to rest before I reach the end of my strength. Let me take moments to breathe, to be still, to reset. Let me not wait until burnout forces me to pause. You said in Psalm 23:2, He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside quiet waters. Lead me there, even for a moment. Let those quiet waters wash over the noise in my soul. Protect my peace from conversations that don't align with your spirit. Let me walk away from gossip, argument, and negativity without guilt. Let me preserve what you've poured into me by guarding what I allow around me. Not every invitation deserves my energy. Not every voice needs to be answered. Let me carry peace like a lamp I refuse to let blow out. And if someone near me is hurting, even silently, let me notice. Let me lean in. Let me ask the question. Let me offer presence over advice. Let me carry burdens without needing recognition. Let me be someone's safe place today, because you have been mine again and again. Let the joy of the Lord rise within me as I go about the rest of this day. Not surface happiness, but soul-deep joy that isn't shaken by headlines or schedules. The joy that comes from being known and loved by you. A joy that flows even when nothing is perfect, because your goodness never changes. As shadows stretch and the light shifts, let me pause again and say thank you for what has gone well, for what didn't make sense, for every breath, for the miracle of walking through a day surrendered to you. Let gratitude close every hour like a curtain of grace, drawn over each moment. And still, I give you my day. Still, I lay down my expectations and trust yours instead. Still, I whisper the same surrender that began this journey this morning. Because trust is not a one-time act. It is the heartbeat of a day lived with you. And in this moment, my heart is steady in that rhythm. You are here, and that is more than enough. You are good, and I choose to rest in that truth. Let the rest of this day echo with the peace that only you can give. Lord, as the day moves forward and the light begins to shift, I invite you once again into the quiet corners of my heart. If anything has taken root today that doesn't belong, frustration, pride, worry, fear, I ask you to gently remove it. Sweep out what is heavy. Breathe peace into the places that have tightened. You are the God who restores, even in the middle of the day. Help me reflect for a moment, not to rehearse regret, but to notice your presence, to trace back and see how you've held me so far. Maybe you calmed me when I didn't even realize I was anxious. Maybe you protected me from something I never saw. Maybe you gave me strength I didn't know I had until it carried me through a hard conversation. Thank you for your quiet miracles. I surrender the outcomes I'm still trying to control, the things I'm waiting to hear back on, the people I'm hoping will understand, the moments I replay wondering if I did or said the right thing. All of it, I place at your feet. I don't need to carry what you have already offered to hold. You are wiser than my plans and kinder than my expectation. God, teach me to leave space for grace. Grace for others when they forget or falter. Grace for myself when I fall short. Grace for a world that is still learning to love. I don't want to live with tight fists and quick reactions. I want to offer what I have received. You've been patient with me, so let me be patient with others. If I've been carrying disappointment today, if something didn't turn out how I hoped, help me trust that it's not the end of the story. Your word in Romans 8:28 says, "And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love Him." Even the detours, the pauses, the delays, you use them for good. Let me believe that even before I see the evidence. Help me not to measure the value of my day by productivity, but by presence. Was I present with you, with others, with myself? Did I slow down enough to hear what you were whispering? Did I give more love than I held back? Did I carry peace or pressure into the spaces I entered? Let these be the questions that shape how I live. Protect me from the need to impress. Let me choose authenticity over image. Let me speak truth in love, rather than speak what is popular. Let me remember that my worth is not in what I accomplish, but in who I belong to. I am your child. That identity is enough. It's unshakable, unchanging, eternal. And Lord, if there's someone I was short with, or something I said that I shouldn't have, bring it to mind. Not to shame me, but to invite me to grow. Give me the courage to apologize, the humility to listen, and the grace to move forward. Relationships are too sacred to let pride stay in the way. Wrap my mind in clarity, especially as the day begins to wind down. Don't let me overthink. Don't let me dwell. Don't let me spin in circles. Let peace reign in my thoughts. Let me hand over every unfinished thing and say, God, I trust you with what's left. You were in the beginning of my day, and you are just as present now. Let my words remain gentle even if I feel tired. Let my attitude remain grateful even when things don't go smoothly. Let my reactions be ruled by grace instead of emotion. This is where your spirit makes the biggest difference. Not in the spotlight, but in the quiet choices of the heart. Bless the evening hours that are ahead. Bless the work I have left to do, the people I may still encounter, and the thoughts that will drift through my mind. Let the last stretch of this day be peaceful and light. Not because everything is perfect, but because you are perfectly present. If any burdens still linger, let this be the moment I lay them down, one by one. Fear, anxiety, control, insecurity, they have no right to travel with me. I exchange them for peace, for strength, for rest. You have promised to carry me, so I no longer need to carry what you've already claimed. Let this day, not just the morning but all of it, be marked by surrender. Let it echo with quiet trust. Let it reflect your goodness in ways I didn't expect. And even if nothing grand happened, I know something sacred did. I walked with you. That's more than enough. So again, Father, I say it as my anthem and my anchor. Lord, I give you my day, and in giving it to you, I've received peace I could not create, joy I could not fake, and strength I could not earn. You are faithful, and I am held. Lord, as I stand at the midpoint of this day, I pause to thank you for all that you have already carried me through. The unseen moments, you protected me. The quiet nudges that steered me away from harm. The reminders you whispered when I almost forgot who I am in you. Even when I wasn't fully aware, you were near, guiding and guarding with love. Let this moment be a spiritual reset, a fresh surrender of the hours still ahead. I give you what's left of this day, not because it's falling apart, but because I know that even when it's going well, I need you. I don't want to rely on my own strength. I want to walk hand in hand with heaven, step by step, breath by breath. If anything has tried to steal my peace, I release it to you now. Whether it was a conversation that left me unsettled, a task that overwhelmed me, or a fear that crept in unnoticed, I will not carry what was never mine to hold. Your word says in 1 Peter 5:7, cast all your anxiety on him because he cares for you. So I do that again right now without hesitation. Lord, renew my inner strength. Let fatigue not become frustration. Let the weight of responsibility not turn into resentment. Let me remember that you don't require perfection, only presence. That you don't measure me by what I finish, but by how I follow. Let me choose rest over rush, presence over pressure, and trust over tension. Make me alert to beauty even in the routine. Let me notice the way light hits the floor, the kindness in someone's eyes, the peace in a quiet breath. Let me see this day not as something to survive, but as something to savor. Even the small moments are sacred when I choose to see them through your lens. If I'm tempted to compare my journey, my pace, my progress, pull me back to your truth. You are not hurried, and neither must I be. My life is not behind. It is being built by your hands. You are never late, never uncertain, never absent. What you start, you finish. And I trust you with the timeline I cannot see. Let my words still carry life, even now, even when I'm tired, even when I'm processing things I can't yet explain. Let my mouth bless and not burden. Let me speak peace into my own atmosphere, Let my tone reflect the spirit within me, not the stress around me. Let every conversation be touched by grace. If interruptions come, help me welcome them as divine appointments. If my schedule changes, help me trust that you are writing something better than what I planned. I don't want to miss the miracle because I was fixated on the map. Your detours are full of purpose, even when they don't make sense in the moment. Teach me to stop striving, to breathe, to rest in your goodness. I don't want to earn what you've already promised. I don't want to fight for what you've already secured. Let me remember that I am not alone in this day. I am covered, loved, and led by the one who holds all things together. If my emotions feel heavy, help me name them without shame. You are not intimidated by my sadness, my anger, or my disappointment. You meet me in honesty. You heal me in transparency. So I will not pretend before you. I will pour it out, knowing you always pour back in something better. And Lord, if there's someone I've overlooked today, someone I was too busy to notice, bring them to mind. Let me not be so focused on my own journey that I miss a chance to lift someone else. A word, a smile, a prayer, a pause. It doesn't take much to show your love, and I want to be faithful in the little things. Wrap my heart in stillness as the afternoon unfolds. Let nothing move me from the peace you planted this morning. Let my reactions slow. Let my thoughts settle. Let my soul find rhythm in your nearness. I don't need to outrun this day. I only need to walk it with you. Thank you for being the calm in every storm, the whisper in every moment of chaos, the hand that steadies me when my footing slips. I lean into you again, not because I've failed, but because I was never meant to walk alone. You are my portion, my refuge, my peace. So here I am again, Father, still surrendered, still open, still saying the words that guide me through each hour. Lord, I give you my day, and the more I give it to you, the more I find that I am held in the very center of your will, and that is where I want to stay. Lord, the hours may pass, but my need for you remains unchanged. Whether I am in the middle of tasks or stepping into stillness, my heart beats with this quiet confession: I cannot do this without you. Not well, not wisely, not peacefully. I wasn't created to carry the weight of my life on my own shoulders. I was created to walk with you. Let the remainder of this day unfold with gentleness, not haste. Let me approach each hour not as a demand, but as a divine invitation. An invitation to trust you deeper, to choose peace instead of panic, to bring you into every step and not simply visit you at the beginning and end. You are not just the God of mornings and evenings, you are the God of every moment in between. If I've rushed past something you wanted me to notice, slow me down. Speak again, even if I missed it the first time. I don't want to be so consumed with doing that I forget to be. Remind me that being present is often more powerful than being productive, that in stillness you speak, that in awareness I begin to recognize your fingerprints on even the simplest moments. If I feel behind today, help me remember that I'm not in competition. I'm not racing anyone. I'm not late in the eyes of heaven. You are sovereign over timing. You are faithful in seasons of waiting. You are shaping something eternal in me that doesn't respond to clocks or calendars. I will not measure myself by false deadlines. I will align myself with divine rhythm. Keep me from bitterness if today has not gone as I hoped. Bitterness grows in the soil of unmet expectations. Instead, plant gratitude in its place. Let thankfulness bloom where complaint tried to root. Let my disappointment become the doorway to dependence on you. I choose to believe that nothing is wasted, not even this. Let me return to you quickly when I notice my spirit drifting, when I start to carry burdens you never asked me to lift, when I begin to rehearse anxious thoughts instead of releasing them. In prayer, draw me back with a whisper. Catch my attention with a gentle reminder. I am with you. I will help you. You are not alone. Lord, give me discernment in what to say and what to hold in silence. Not everything needs a response. Not every battle requires my engagement. Teach me the strength of stillness, the wisdom of pause, and the protection that comes from keeping some things in prayer rather than conversation. Let my mouth be a vessel of life, Cover me with courage if I must do something difficult today. A conversation, a decision, a letting go. Let courage not be the absence of fear, but the choice to move forward despite it. Because you are with me, let me be brave, not because I feel strong, but because I know where my help comes from. If there is someone I need to forgive today, soften my heart. Forgiveness is not weakness, it is spiritual strength. Let me not hold on to offense like a shield. Let me release it like a gift I give to myself and to you. You have forgiven me of much. Let me walk in that same freedom and extend it to others. Wrap peace around me like a cloak, Lord. Let it guard my thoughts. Let it steady my emotions. Let it quiet the noise of the day. Peace that doesn't make sense to the world, but makes perfect sense to my spirit. Philippians 4:7 promises that your peace transcends all understanding and will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus. I receive that covering now. Bless the small efforts that may feel unnoticed. The smile I offered, the restraint I showed, the choice to be kind. Let me remember that nothing done in love is ever lost. You see it all. You treasure it all. The seed may be small, but you bring the harvest in ways I cannot predict. Let me not fear what's ahead in this day, whether it's uncertainty or something I've been avoiding. Remind me that you are already there. You go before me. You prepare the way. And even in the unknown, you are known. You are constant, steady, unchanging. Let this final stretch of the day be full of intentional surrender. Not sloppy or halfway, but wholehearted. I don't want to coast to the finish line. I want to walk closely with you to the end of the day, just as I did at its beginning. Because what matters is not how much I got done, but how deeply I remained in you. So once more I say it with conviction and peace in my heart. Lord, I give you my day. I gave it this morning, and I give it again now. It's yours every moment that remains. Every thought I think, every step I take. Be glorified in it all. Lord, let the afternoon light be a soft reminder of your gentleness. As shadows stretch across the hours, let them not symbolize the weight of time slipping away, but instead reflect the covering of your presence. You are the God who walks with me through every transition, even the subtle ones when energy begins to fade, when emotions shift, when silence deepens. You are in it all. If I've grown weary by now, breathe new life into my spirit. Not a rush of adrenaline, but a slow infusion of divine strength. You are the source of renewal. You restore the soul. You know how to refresh me from the inside out, in ways no rest or escape can match. I don't need escape, I need encounter. And here I am again, seeking that very touch from heaven. Remind me that it's okay to pause, that resting in your presence is not wasting time, it's aligning with eternity. Even Jesus stepped away from the crowd to be alone with you. If he needed it, so do I. Let me find sacred space in the middle of this ordinary day. Let me be still enough to hear you again. If frustration has built up like steam in a closed room, open a window of grace. Help me release it before it hardens into resentment. Let me choose gentleness instead of force. Let me respond with patience instead of panic. You have not called me to live reactive, but responsive, to move with the rhythm of grace, not the rush of urgency. Lord, give me perspective. Help me rise above the noise and see this day from your view. What I call delay, you call preparation. What I label disruption, you call divine alignment. What I resist may actually be protection. Let me not judge the value of my day by my emotions, but by the truth of your word. If my heart has drifted into self-pity or discouragement, gently draw me back. Remind me of every promise still unfolding, of every seed planted that hasn't yet broken through the soil. I don't need to see it to believe it. Faith is trusting even in silence, believing even when there's no sign, holding on because you are faithful, not because I feel strong. Lord, keep my thoughts clear as the day stretches on. If confusion tries to cloud my decisions, be my clarity. If doubts whisper their lies, let truth rise louder. You are not a God of disorder but of peace. Let that peace govern my mind. Let wisdom anchor me where emotions would otherwise carry me away. Help me to walk lightly, even under responsibility. Let me carry the weight of this day not alone, but with you. Your yoke is easy, and your burden is light. That doesn't mean my life is without pressure. It means I'm not holding it all by myself. Remind me to keep shifting things back into your hands, moment by moment. And if I've rushed through the day without joy, help me stop now and reclaim it. Let me laugh without guilt, smile without reason, delight in the simple, the taste of food, the color of the sky, the sound of someone's voice. Let me be fully here, not in the next hour, not in yesterday's memory, but now, because now is where you meet me. Let me practice gratefulness, even in what seems unfinished. The email I didn't send, the conversation I haven't had, the task I postponed. It's okay. If you aren't rushing me, why should I rush myself? Let me give myself permission to be human and trust that you are working in ways I cannot see. Lord, if I've picked up burdens that were never mine, show me the burdens of other people's expectations, the weight of trying to be perfect, the heaviness of always saying yes. Let me lay them down one by one. And as I do, help me feel lighter, not just emotionally, but spiritually. Let this be a turning point, not a breakdown. Surround me with your angels. Let your protection extend over my thoughts, my body, my surroundings. Keep danger far from my door. Let no spiritual harm touch what belongs to you. You are my fortress and my shield, just as you protected Daniel in the lion's den. Protect me from anything that rises up with harm in its mouth. Let me end this part of my day not with stress, but with deep assurance. Not with fear, but with expectancy. Not with restlessness, but with peace. Because I know who holds my day. I know who walks with me. I know whose I am, and that knowing changes everything, even if nothing around me has changed yet. So once more I say it, not out of habit, but with reverence and trust. Lord, I give you my day. The afternoon hours, the decisions ahead, the breaths I haven't yet taken, it's all yours. Use it, bless it, and lead me in. Lord, as the sun begins to dip toward the horizon, I find myself returning to you with a full heart, not full of answers, but full of awareness. You've been with me in every step, every breath, every unspoken thought. You've steadied me when I stumbled and lifted me when I was low. You didn't just bless my morning. You've been blessing every hour I invited you into. If there's anything I need to release before this day closes, help me name it. Let me not carry anxiety into the night, or disappointment in tomorrow. Let my soul empty out every burden into your hands. You are not just a God who begins things, you are a God who completes them. And you finish what you start, even within me. Let me not underestimate what this day has meant. It may have looked simple on the outside, but internally, you were doing deep work. Maybe you softened something hard. Maybe you stretched my faith. Maybe you gave me strength not to quit. Even if the change wasn't visible, I trust that transformation was taking place within the quiet places of my soul. Help me not rush to the next thing. Let me honor the stillness of now. Let me sit in gratitude before reaching for the next task. Because when I pause, I remember. I remember that you've never left me. I remember that peace was possible all along. I remember that surrender brings more power than striving ever could. Lord, if I was harsh with my words or impatient in my spirit, I bring that to you, not to be condemned, but to be made clean. You are a forgiving Father. You wash what's stained. You heal what's wounded. You rewrite stories, even in the middle of a single day. Let me end this one with a clean heart and an open soul. If I'm feeling unnoticed or invisible, remind me that your eyes have never left me. I've been seen, loved, and known in every moment, even when others didn't affirm it. You were proud of how I handled that situation. Even when no one applauded the hard choice, you recorded it in heaven. Let me find peace in your approval, not people's attention. Let this evening not be filled with regrets, but with reflection. Help me see what went well. Let me acknowledge the strength it took to stay calm, the discipline it took to pray, the courage it took to keep going. You celebrate my small victories even when I overlook them. Help me recognize where I partnered with grace. I lift up those around me now, my family, my coworkers, my neighbors, my friends. Cover them as you've covered me. Bless them in ways they didn't even think to ask for. Protect their peace, mend their hearts, strengthen their faith. Let your favor rest on them. Let your light touch their lives like the soft glow of dusk over the land. If I have a decision still lingering, give me clarity. If something's pressing on my heart, give me wisdom. If I feel divided inside, pulled between faith and fear, draw me deeper into trust. Your word says in Proverbs 3:6, "In all your ways submit to him, and he will make your paths straight." I choose to submit this day's path to you once again. Let me not spiral into overthinking as night approaches. Protect my mind from what ifs and should haves. Help me settle into the comfort of enough. What I did today was enough. Who I was today was enough. Not because I was perfect, but because you were present. And where you are, peace is always possible. Let joy surprise me in these final hours, in laughter, in a quiet moment, in an answered prayer, in a sense of accomplishment or a burst of unexpected peace. I don't want to close the day bitter. I want to close it better than I started, more aware of grace, more full of your spirit. Lord, I trust you with the loose ends, the ones I couldn't tie up, the ones I don't know how to fix. You are the master weaver, and you know how to bring beauty even through tangled threads. So I rest in that. I breathe in that peace. I stop trying to control and I start choosing to believe again. Wrap me in your presence, like a gentle blanket. Let the weight of your glory settle over me, calming every thought, restoring every part of me that grew weary in the day's journey. You are not done working even when I rest. You never sleep, and you never forget the ones you love. So now, once again, I speak the prayer that steadies my soul. Lord, I give you my day, every part of it. What went right, what went wrong, what surprised me, what tested me. You were in it all, and I trust you to redeem every moment with purpose. Lord, now as the final stretch of this day gently approaches, I take a deep breath and exhale every worry still lingering in my spirit. I don't want to bring anything into the evening that you've already asked me to lay down. I trust that you've seen it all. The moments of struggle, the silent victories, the things I gave up and the things I chose to hold on to. And through it all, you remained constant. Let my heart not be weighed down by what wasn't finished. You are the God who multiplies even the small efforts. You took 5 loaves and 2 fish and fed a multitude. I believe you can take my little and do something eternal with it. So I give you my unfinished tasks, my unmet expectations, and my unanswered questions. Let them become seeds, not regret. If anyone has hurt me today, knowingly or not, I choose to release them to you. Forgiveness is hard, but freedom is holy. I don't want to go to sleep bitter. I want to go to sleep blessed. Let my soul be light and free, unchained by offense or pride. And if I have hurt anyone, Lord, bring it to my attention so I can make it right. Speak to me through stillness, Lord. In the hush of this approaching night, let me hear your gentle voice. Not in the loud thunder, not in the noise of the world, but in the quiet whisper that reminds me who I am. Loved, chosen, and never forsaken. Just like you whispered to Elijah on the mountain, whisper to me now, reminding me you're near. Keep my emotions from spiraling into fear. As night draws close, it's easy for the mind to race and the heart to feel vulnerable. But you are not a God who abandons. You cover your children even in the darkness. Psalm 101:4 reminds me that he who watches over Israel will neither slumber nor sleep. And because you are awake, I can rest. Protect every doorway of my life, my thoughts, my home, my relationships. Let no spiritual disturbance cross the threshold of this night. Assign your angels to stand guard, not just around my house, but around my soul. Let dreams be peaceful and sleep be restoring. Let no shadow be greater than the light of your presence that dwells within me. Let this be a night of healing. Heal what is wounded physically, emotionally, spiritually. Touch every area that has ached in silence. Mend what I didn't even know was broken. You are the God who restores. You're not limited by time or timing. And sometimes, healing begins in the quiet hours when the world has slowed and your spirit can move freely. If I feel forgotten by anyone, remind me that I am remembered by you. You never misplace your children. You never overlook a soul that cries out. When others grow distant, you draw close. When others forget, you write my name on the palm of your hand. Your love is not seasonal, it's eternal. I rest in that truth now. Lord, if I've been holding in tears, let me know it's safe to let them fall. You count every one. You catch them in a bottle. Not one drop goes unnoticed by you. Let tears cleanse my soul if needed. Let them water the seeds of faith and trust that I want to keep alive. Let them bring me closer to your heart. Let me not resist reflection, even if it's uncomfortable. There's something holy about looking back and seeing how far I've come. Not because of my strength, but because of your grace. Let me marvel at the ways you showed up when I least expected it. Let my soul quietly sing, God has been faithful today. And if I struggled with loneliness at any point today, meet me in that space. You are the friend who never leaves, the companion who walks beside me, the comforter who draws near in the silence. I may have felt alone, but I was never abandoned. You were always just one whisper away. Bless my body with peace, my mind with clarity, and my spirit with rest. Let everything within me begin to wind down, not with fear of what's ahead, but with faith in who holds it. Tomorrow is not mine yet, but it is already held by the same God who carried me through today. That gives me peace. Lord, if tomorrow brings challenges, give me the strength before I even wake. Let me rise in your grace, not my own. Let me prepare not by worrying, but by worshiping. What I surrender tonight becomes strength for tomorrow. Let my rest become a sacred act of faith. So once again, I say what my soul knows so well now. Lord, I give you my day. From morning to evening, from joy to struggle, from beginning to end. I gave it to you before the sun rose, and I give it again now, under the glow of your mercy. Lord, as the evening deepens and the world grows quieter, I return to you with a heart that longs for peace more than answers. I don't need every detail to make sense. I just need to know you're near. And you are. You always are. Even in moments when I can't feel you, I trust the truth that you promised never to leave me nor forsake me. Tonight I ask for the kind of peace that goes deeper than silence. A peace that soaks into my bones. A peace that silences not just the noise around me, but the tension within me. You are the Prince of Peace, and where you reign, fear must flee. So reign here, Lord, in my thoughts, in my home, in the atmosphere around me. If there's any tension in my body, loosen it with your touch. If my shoulders are tight with stress, if my heart is heavy with concerns, stretch your hand over me. I surrender my physical body to you, trusting that you are the healer not only of sickness, but of exhaustion. Restore what the day has drained from me. Let tonight not be the end of a tiring day, but the beginning of sacred rest. Let the hours ahead feel like holy ground. Let my bed become an altar, my breath a prayer, my sleep an offering of trust. Because when I lie down in peace, I'm proclaiming that you are God and I am not, that you can be trusted to hold it all while I rest. Lord, prepare my heart for what tomorrow holds. You already see the meetings, the surprises, the needs, and the interruptions. You already know where I'll need patience, where I'll need courage, and where I'll need to hold my tongue. Go ahead of me and make the crooked places straight. Smooth the path beneath my feet. And Father, if there is someone I need to forgive, even now bring their name to mind. Let me not carry bitterness through the night. Bitterness robs the soul of peace and poisons the rest you long to give. I choose to release. I choose to let go. I choose freedom over resentment, grace over revenge. Wrap my home in your protection. Let no harm come near. No spirit of fear, no disturbance in the night, no scheme of the enemy. As Psalm 91 promises, he will command his angels concerning you to guard you in all your ways. I believe that promise for myself and everyone I love. Cover every window, every door, every room with your peace. Let my thoughts grow quiet. If my mind starts to wander, gently lead it back to still waters. Whisper scripture into my memory. Let your word be the lullaby that rocks me into peace. You said in Isaiah 26:3, you will keep in perfect peace those whose minds are steadfast because they trust in you. I want to be one of those people, Lord. If fear tries to visit me in the night, remind me who I belong to. I am not vulnerable. I am covered. I am not alone. I am guarded. I am not forgotten. I am cherished. Let fear find no welcome in me. Let faith rise instead, quietly and steadily, even as I close my eyes. Let me not dread the unknown. Let me rest in the fact that you're already there. Tomorrow isn't empty, it's filled with divine appointments, unseen provision, and new mercies. I don't have to be afraid of what I don't know because I know the one who knows everything and loves me completely. Lord, speak into my dreams tonight. Give me visions of hope, whispers of truth, memories that heal, and promises that strengthen. Use my sleep as a canvas for your spirit to paint peace and direction. You speak even in the silence. You lead even while we sleep. Thank you for all you've carried me through today. Thank you for the moments I didn't even notice you were shielding me. Thank you for grace that followed me, even when I didn't deserve it. Your love has been my steady companion, and I'm ending this day with a grateful heart. So now, as I close this chapter and prepare to rest, I say once more with reverence and sincerity, Lord, I give you my day. I place it in your hands, not because it's perfect, but because you are. I trust you with what was, what is, and what will be. I give it all back to you. Lord, as the night deepens and the sky stretches wide with stars, I quiet my soul before you once again. There's something sacred about this stillness, something holy about the way darkness invites reflection. I'm not afraid of the quiet, because I know you dwell here too. You are the God of both daylight and midnight, and you are just as close in the hush as in the hallelujah. Tonight I don't come to ask for more. I come to rest in what I already have. Your presence. That is more than enough for my heart. If all else fades and falls away but you remain near, then I am held. If nothing gets resolved by sunrise but I hear your whisper tonight, that is enough for peace. Wrap me in the comfort of knowing that even now, heaven watches over me. You neither slumber nor grow tired. The moon may rise and people may sleep, but you stand guard. You sit enthroned, not just in majesty, but in mercy. Your eye is on the sparrow and even more so on me, your beloved child. If my soul stirs with regret, let mercy meet me here. You knew before this day began that I wouldn't walk it perfectly, and still, you walked with me anyway. You never demand perfection, you invite surrender. So I give you my flaws, my stumbles, my missed moments, and I trust you to transform them into something only grace can explain. If I'm burdened with things I don't have the strength to change, remind me that surrender is not weakness, it's wisdom. You never called me to carry every weight. You never asked me to fix what's beyond my reach. Instead, you gently invite me to lay it down and trust you to do what I cannot. Lord, if I'm battling thoughts I can't silence, shine your light on them. Thoughts of fear, of shame, of comparison, of doubt. None of these belong in the temple of your presence. Sweep them out like you cleanse the temple courts. Let my mind be a sanctuary again, a space for truth to dwell and your spirit to breathe freely. Help me, Father, to let go of tomorrow's worries. They are not mine yet. I release them back into your hands where they belong. I refuse to rehearse future pain. I choose to believe in future grace. The same grace that met me today will meet me again, right on time, always faithful, always enough. Bless the people I'm thinking about right now, the ones on my heart as I try to sleep. Whether they are near or far, struggling or thriving, let them feel the warmth of your love tonight. Let them know someone is praying for them. Let your spirit reach places my hands cannot. Let my breathing slow as I settle deeper into this moment with you. Let each inhale draw in peace and each exhale release tension. Let my body follow the rhythm of your nearness, not the rhythm of the world's demands. I am not racing. I am resting. I am not producing. I am present with you. Let tonight be a holy reset, a time where my mind unlearns stress, my body unwinds from strain, and my soul unclenches from striving. You are not measuring my worth by my productivity. You are holding me simply because I am yours. That alone gives me peace beyond understanding. Father, if I've been too hard on myself today, speak tenderly to my heart. You see the effort. You notice the intention. You catch the sighs no one else hears. You're not disappointed in me. You're drawing me closer. Let me hear that loving voice tonight, louder than all my inner critics. If there are decisions ahead that feel too big, remind me I don't face them alone. You go before me. You prepare the way. You provide wisdom when I ask. And you never rush me. Let your timing settle over my heart, like a soft blanket. Let patience grow in me tonight as I wait on you. Thank you for never growing tired of my prayers. Thank you for meeting me night after night with the same compassion, the same kindness, the same gentle invitation to rest. I never want to take that for granted. I want to treasure these moments, knowing they shape my soul more than anything else. So once again, before this night fades further, I whisper from the depths of my being, Lord, I give you my day. I give you my weariness. I give you my worship. I give you my waiting. It's all yours, and in your hands it becomes holy. Lord, you've become my rhythm, my anchor, and my breath. Tonight I don't just come to speak, I come to listen. Let this moment between us be one of deep connection, where I don't need to perform or explain. I just need to be still. I just need to be yours, because in your presence, silence becomes sacred and stillness becomes healing. As the world sleeps, you are still writing stories, orchestrating answers, and aligning things for my good. What looks stagnant to me may be moving in the spirit. What feels delayed may be being prepared in divine timing. Help me to trust that you are always working, even when I see nothing with my eyes. Let my faith expand tonight, not just faith for comfort, but faith for courage, faith to believe again, faith to try again, faith to love again, and faith to rest even when nothing has changed yet. Because true faith isn't just in what you can do, it's in who you are, and you are always faithful. If there are prayers I've stopped praying out of discouragement, Lord, breathe on them tonight. Let hope rise again from the ashes of disappointment. You are not the God of half promises or unfinished miracles. You are the God who finishes what you begin. So I place those forgotten petitions back into your hands. Let your Spirit do a quiet work in me tonight. Restore what's been broken by harsh words. Rebuild what's been worn down by daily stress. Rewire what's been tangled by fear. You are the master potter, and I am the clay. Shape me gently, hold me firmly. I trust the touch of your hands. Thank you for every small provision that showed up today. The food on the table, the roof over my head, the quiet moments of peace. Sometimes I forget how many little ways you love me. But when I stop and count them, I realize I've been surrounded by your goodness all along. If I'm grieving anything tonight, a lost opportunity, a fractured relationship, a deep unspoken ache, meet me in that tender space. I don't need you to rush me out of it. I just need you to sit with me in it. You are the God who weeps with those who weep, and when your presence draws near, even sorrow becomes sacred. Let me not fall asleep consumed by what didn't happen. Help me rest in what you did protect me from, even without my awareness. What doors you didn't let open, what roads you gently redirected, what harm you shielded me from that I'll never know. Let gratitude rise even for unseen mercies. Lord, cleanse my thoughts before they settle into my dreams. Remove bitterness, fear, and anger. Replace them with grace, truth, and light. Let my subconscious be touched by your peace. Let no fear disguise itself as a nightmare. Let no anxiety creep in while I rest. I declare this night belongs to you. Bless those who feel forgotten tonight. The lonely, the rejected, the overwhelmed. Send your love like a wave into every hidden room, every hospital bed, every prison cell, every weary heart. Let them feel the warmth of a God who sees and knows and comes close in the midnight hour. Let me not despise the slow seasons. Teach me to see purpose in the pauses. There is beauty in what doesn't move fast. There is glory in growing deep roots. If tonight is part of the growing, let it be enough for me. You never waste time. You sanctify it. Help me release my desire for control. You never asked me to carry outcomes, just obedience. I am learning that peace doesn't come from knowing how things will turn out. It comes from knowing you'll be there, no matter what. That alone is my security. Thank you for being the God who listens without limits. I could pray for hours, and still, you would lean in. You are never distracted, never too busy, never disinterested. Every time I come, you receive me. That is love. That is grace. That is you. And so I close this day the same way I began it, by giving it back to you. Lord, I give you my day. All the ways it stretched me, changed me, and reminded me of your nearness. You are my beginning, my middle, and my end. I trust you with it all. Lord, tonight I ask you to help me reflect on the quiet victories. Not the kind that everyone applauds or notices, but the kind that happens deep within. The moment I chose kindness instead of anger. The moment I held my tongue when I could have spoken in frustration. These moments matter to you, and I want them to matter to me too. Sometimes the most sacred growth is the kind no one sees. A shift in my mindset, a softer heart, a surrendered thought. These things often feel small, but heaven sees them as breakthroughs. And if you are pleased with these small offerings, then let me celebrate them with you tonight. Let me be aware of how far I've come, instead of how far I still want to go. You are patient in my process, so I must learn to be patient too. Every step forward is a testimony of your grace. Every fall that ended in rising again is proof of your strength in me. If I've carried any jealousy today, I lay it down. I want to rejoice in others' blessings instead of feeling lack in mine. You have not forgotten me. My timeline is not delayed, it's divine. What you've written for me will not pass me by. Let contentment be my companion tonight. Lord, I pray for peace in the waiting places. Not everything is clear right now. Some prayers are still unfolding. Some doors are still closed. But I choose to believe that delay is not denial. I choose to see the waiting room as a place where faith gets strong and roots grow deep. If I felt spiritually dry today, let your presence be like water to my soul. You are not far. Sometimes you are just inviting me to seek you in a deeper way. Let my hunger for you grow tonight. Let me long for your word, your voice, and your whisper in the quiet. Thank you for how you shape my character, more than my comfort. I know that growth often feels like stretching, but stretching means I'm becoming more like Christ. That is the true goal, not ease but transformation. So even when it's hard, help me to stay on the potter's wheel. If any fear still lingers about the future, I bring it to you now. You've already gone ahead of me. You know every detour, every danger, and every divine appointment that lies ahead. My job is not to know everything, it's to stay close to you and walk one step at a time. Bless those around me who carry burdens I cannot see. We are all walking through something. Let compassion rise in me. Let me pray for others as I would want to be prayed for. Let me be gentle, patient, and slow to judge. This world needs more tenderness, and I want to carry that. Help me sleep tonight with a heart unburdened by guilt. If I made mistakes today, I confess them. I receive your forgiveness. I choose to release shame. You are not holding my failures against me, so I won't either. Let grace flood the corners of my heart and renew me. Let me remember that rest is worship. When I lay down in peace, I'm declaring that you are in control. I'm surrendering the illusion that I must carry everything. Rest is trust. Rest is humility. Rest is an act of faith. And I choose to worship you in this way tonight. If anyone I love is in need right now, reach them where I cannot. Whether they are across the hall or across the world, I know you are near. Provide, protect, heal, and comfort them. I trust that my prayers matter, even if I don't see the outcome right away. Thank you for giving me another day of life. It was not promised, but it was gifted. Every moment, every breath, every second was a thread in the tapestry you're weaving. I may not understand the full picture yet, but I trust the hands that are crafting it. And once more, with full awareness of your goodness, I whisper from my soul, Lord, I give you my day. The lessons, the laughter, the losses, the love, all of it belongs to you, and I lay it at your feet again tonight. Lord, tonight I want to slow down and breathe in the truth of your nearness. I've rushed through so much, tasks, conversations, even my thoughts. But right now, I don't want to hurry. I want to linger in this holy moment, where it's just you and me. There is no pressure here, only presence. You never measure my worth by my output. You're not tallying achievements or counting failures. You're searching for honesty, humility, and surrender. And so I bring you my whole heart, not the polished version, but the real one. The one with cracks and questions and quiet hope. Remind me that you don't love me more when I succeed or less when I stumble. Your love is unshakable. It was there when I woke up, and it will be there while I sleep. That constant love is the only foundation that never shifts beneath me. Let my dreams tonight be touched by heaven. Not just peaceful, but prophetic. Not just restful, but restorative. Speak in symbols if you must. Speak in whispers or silence. Just speak. Let my sleep be an invitation to receive what my waking mind is too distracted to notice. If I feel distant from you, it's not because you've moved. It's because I've let other voices grow louder than yours. But I return now, like the prodigal, expecting not punishment but embrace. You are always watching the horizon, waiting for my heart to turn again toward home. You've never been disappointed in my humanity. You created me with limits. You never expected me to be unbreakable, just willing, just open, just surrendered. So here I am, with all I am, asking you to meet me again in the sacred middle of my mess. If I've compared my journey to someone else's, forgive me. You have written a unique path for me, and what you're building in me requires patience, intention, and time. Let me not envy another's highlight reel while you are carefully forming something eternal in me. I pray for clarity where confusion lingers, not necessarily answers, but alignment. Let my heart be aligned with heaven's rhythm, even if I don't yet understand the details. I trust your leading more than I trust my own logic, and I believe you are not the author of confusion, but of peace. Let every part of my life fall under your covering. My mind, my emotions, my relationships, my health, my finances, my dreams. I don't want to compartmentalize what belongs entirely to you. You are Lord of all, and tonight I place it all back into your hands. Even the things I've tried to fix on my own, I release them now. The burden is too heavy when I carry it without you. I'm not strong enough to manage what was never mine to control. But you are. You always have been, and you never grow weary of holding me. If someone listening to this is breaking on the inside, be their peace. If someone is anxious, let your presence be their anchor. If someone feels numb, breathe life into them again. You know every need, even the ones that have no words. You see every heart, and you care deeply. Thank you for teaching me that surrender is not the end. It's the beginning. It's where striving stops and grace begins. Where effort yields to trust. Where pressure fades and your presence rises. This is the place I want to live from, not panic, but peace. As this day ends, I don't need to solve everything. I just need to sleep in the arms of the one who already has a plan. Your plans are higher, wiser, and rooted in love. You are not just my God, you are my shepherd, and I will lack nothing because I am led. So once more, in reverence and relief, I breathe out these sacred words. Lord, I give you my day, all of it, the seen and unseen, the celebrated and the hidden. I entrust it all to you, knowing you make everything beautiful in your time. Lord, as this sacred night stretches on, I lean deeper into the quiet comfort of your nearness. I feel the weight of everything begin to lift, not because the circumstances have changed, but because I've placed them back into your hands. That shift alone is holy. That surrender is my worship. Sometimes I don't need more answers, I need more awareness of you. Because when you are near, I remember who I am. I remember that I am safe, chosen, loved, and deeply known. There is no pressure to perform in your presence, only an invitation to be still and rest. Let my body release every layer of tension, every clench of anxiety, every ounce of fatigue. Teach me to breathe with intention again, long, slow, surrendered breaths. With each inhale I receive your peace. With each exhale I release what I cannot control. Let tonight be a place of restoration, not just recovery. I'm not here to collapse from exhaustion. I'm here to be renewed by grace. Restore to me the joy of intimacy with you. Let it flow freely, like living water to my soul. Let my spirit rise even while I sleep. Thank you for meeting me in this exact moment. Not once I've figured everything out. Not once I've fixed my flaws, but now, right here, raw and real. You're not afraid of my mess. You step into it with love, with power, and with healing in your voice. If there are wounds I've buried deep, begin to gently uncover them. Not to harm me, but to heal me. You are the great physician, and your hands are skilled in every kind of restoration. Even the broken places I've hidden from myself are not beyond your reach. If I've struggled to forgive someone today, help me begin tonight. Bitterness is too heavy to carry into tomorrow. I don't want it taking root in my soul. Teach me to release the offense, not because they deserve it, but because I deserve peace. And you command freedom from my heart. If I'm frustrated with my own weaknesses, remind me that you are not. You know my frame. You remember I am dust. And yet you breathe your spirit into me anyway. You delight in using the unlikely, the humble, the surrendered, and I want to be available for your purposes. Lord, protect my mind tonight from tormenting thoughts. I silence every lie of the enemy in the name of Jesus. Let truth be my covering. Let wisdom guide my subconscious. Let peace be the boundary that guards my heart and mind in you. Cover my home with divine protection. Let angels stand at every doorpost. Let your spirit dwell in every room. Let the atmosphere shift to one of holiness, love, and rest. I declare this space to be a sanctuary of peace, undisturbed by fear or darkness. Thank you for the way you chase after my heart, not with force, but with faithful love. You've never given up on me, not once. Even when I doubted, even when I drifted, you kept pursuing. That kind of love undoes me. It makes me want to give everything back to you. Help me enter tomorrow without dragging yesterday's weight. Let me rise with new perspective, new hope, and new strength. Remind me that your mercies are not recycled. They are brand new every morning. I don't have to live today on yesterday's grace. You provide fresh manna. Let me be a light in someone's life tomorrow. Even if it's small, a kind word, a gentle presence, a silent prayer. Use me, Lord. Even as I rest, prepare me for purpose. Let me wake with clarity, with vision, and with a deeper awareness of how to reflect your love. And as I settle in again for rest, I breathe this sacred truth like a prayer and a promise. Lord, I give you my day. The battles, the blessings, the burdens, all of it finds its home in you. You are the keeper of my soul, and I trust you fully. Lord, I come to you again, not out of ritual, but because I can't do this life without you. The day has ended, but the need for your presence hasn't. I crave your nearness like breath. When I'm with you, the pressure fades, the world slows, my soul exhales. There are so many things I don't understand, so many outcomes still unwritten. But even without clarity, I have confidence, not in myself, but in you, in your nature, in your promises, in the way you hold all things together, even when they look like they're falling apart. Tonight, I want to trust you beyond logic. I want to rest even when the evidence says worry. I want to praise you in the hallway before the door opens. I want my worship to go ahead of the miracle, because that's where true faith begins, in the unseen. If fear has crept into the corners of my heart today, I shine your truth like a light into those shadows. You have not given me a spirit of fear, so I declare peace over my mind, joy over my heart, and hope over my tomorrow. Fear has no home in me. Let me remember how many times you've come through, not just once or twice, but over and over again. You've rescued me in silence. You've healed me in stages. You've strengthened me when I had no words left to pray. You are the God of my story. Lord, I pray for divine timing. Teach me to be patient without growing passive. Teach me to wait without growing weary. There are things I've asked for that haven't come yet, but I trust that delay is often divine protection. I won't rush what you are still preparing. Heal my heart from every place it has grown callous. Soften me again. Make me tender to your spirit, to others, and even to my own story. I don't want to walk through life numb. I want to feel what you feel. I want to love like you love. Thank you for the people you've placed in my life today. Those who encouraged me, challenged me, and even those who tested my patience. Each interaction became a mirror for growth. Let me learn from it all. Let me love more wisely because of it. If I made decisions today from a place of fear or pride, show me gently. I'm not afraid of conviction. I welcome it because I know it means you are still refining me. You discipline those you love, and I want to be fully shaped by your truth. Let the soundtrack of my soul tonight be worship, even if it's silent, even if it's just a posture of the heart. Let praise rise in the background of my thoughts as I drift into sleep. You are worthy of it all. You always have been. Thank you for giving me the capacity to feel joy today, even if it was small, even if it was fleeting. A smile, a laugh, a moment of peace. These are not trivial. They are reminders that heaven still breaks into earth when we least expect it. Help me remember that peace is not found in the absence of struggle, but in the presence of you. You are my stillness in the storm. You are my balance when everything tilts. I anchor myself to your faithfulness, and that alone is enough. If someone I love is struggling with burdens they haven't voiced, I lift them up now. Whisper to their spirit in the night. Wrap them in comfort. Remind them they're not alone. Let them feel the prayers I'm sending, even if they never hear them aloud. And once again, from the quiet corners of my heart, I offer the same prayer that has become my anchor. Lord, I give you my day, all that I was, all that I offered, all that I needed, it's yours. Keep it. Bless it. Use it for your glory. Lord, in this quiet hour, I let go of everything I tried to carry on my own. I thought I could handle the weight, but now I know I was never meant to. You didn't create me to be strong apart from you. You designed me to be strong with you. I confess that I've tried to solve things in my own strength. I've rushed ahead without asking, acted without pausing, spoken without praying. But here in this silence, I slow down. I realign. I remember that the wisest step forward is the one taken hand in hand with you. Let me not confuse activity with fruitfulness. Just because I was busy doesn't mean I was aligned. Show me where I've poured energy into empty wells. Redirect me if I've been planting in dry soil. I only want to sow where your spirit leads me to. You are not a God of chaos, but of order and peace. So I ask you to quiet any inner storm. If my thoughts are swirling, anchor them. If my emotions are racing, settle them. You have the power to speak peace. Be still to the sea inside of me. Tonight, I ask for divine resets. Not just sleep, but spiritual restoration. Refresh my soul. Let me wake not only physically rested, but mentally and emotionally renewed. You are the God who restores what was worn down and breathes new life into the dry places. If there's anything I've resisted surrendering, show it to me now. I don't want to hide anything from you, even if it feels scary to release. I trust that what you ask me to give is always replaced with something better. You never take without the intent to bless. Let forgiveness take deeper root in me. Not a surface-level release, but a real letting go. Clean out the remnants of offense and bitterness. Make room in my heart for healing and compassion. Free me from the burden of unresolved pain. Thank you for every lesson wrapped in today's experiences. Even the hard ones, especially the hard ones. You waste nothing. Every tear, every tension, every test, you weave it into purpose. And though I may not see the whole picture yet, I know the artist and I trust his hand. Prepare me tonight for divine appointments tomorrow, even in small moments, at the grocery store, on the phone, walking down the street. Let me carry your presence with awareness. Use me to bless someone who needs a gentle word or silent prayer. Surround my sleep with heavenly protection. Let no evil enter my dwelling. Station angels at every entry. Saturate the walls of my room with your presence. Let my home be a sanctuary of peace, where even the night hours are holy. Lord, teach me how to truly rest. Not just sleep, but rest in my spirit. Rest that says, "You've got this, God." Rest that doesn't rehearse problems, but hands them over. Rest that releases control and embraces trust. Let me not wake up tomorrow chasing the same anxieties I laid down tonight. Give me spiritual amnesia for the things I've already surrendered. I don't want to take back what I gave you. Seal my offering with faith, anchor it in your goodness. If there is someone hurting who doesn't know how to pray, let this moment cover them. Let my voice become their intercession. Let your spirit find them tonight and cradle them in peace. You know who they are. You know what they need. Reach them, Lord. And as my eyes begin to close, I breathe this prayer again. Not from habit, but from love. Lord, I give you my day. It belonged to you all along, and now I return it like an offering on the altar, trusting that you are pleased. Lord, even in the stillness of night, you are awake, alert, and attentive to every breath I take. You do not slumber. You do not overlook. You are the God who watches over me with love that never sleeps. Tonight, I rest knowing that you are still working. If today felt ordinary, I still thank you, because even in the ordinary, you are present. Sometimes you hide miracles in the mundane. Sometimes your greatest lessons come not through thunder, but through stillness. Help me treasure the unnoticed blessings and see the divine in the quiet moments. Lord, I don't want to miss the beauty that's right in front of me. Teach me to slow down enough to see the sacred in my surroundings. A sunrise, a kind smile, a peaceful breeze, these are not random. They are signatures of a loving Creator speaking gently to his child. If I spoke words today that wounded, bring them to mind. Not to shame me, but to refine me. I want my words to bring life. I want my voice to echo grace. Teach me to be slow to speak and quick to listen, especially to your whisper. You are so patient with me, Lord. Even when I ignore your nudges, even when I forget to thank you, you continue to guide me. You continue to surround me. You never grow tired of my neediness or my growth process. Your love is long-suffering and full of mercy. Tonight I ask you to mend anything in me that feels frayed, not just physically, but emotionally and spiritually. We are whole beings, and you care about every layer. Stitch back the threads that unraveled today. Sew me together in peace and wholeness by your grace. Lord, if I'm walking through a season of waiting, help me not to grow weary. Waiting is never wasted when it's surrendered to you. Build me while I wait. Strengthen me. Speak to me. Let waiting become the soil for faith to grow deep roots. Let every anxious thought bow to the name of Jesus. Anxiety cannot share space with your presence, so I invite you in fully, into my thoughts, my breath, my pulse, my dreams. Be the Lord of my nervous system and the peace of my subconscious. Thank you for being a shield around me, not just from what I can see, but from unseen dangers I'll never know about. How many times have you protected me without my awareness? I don't even know what I've been spared from, but I thank you for it all. Help me forgive myself for what I didn't get right today. I'm learning, Lord. I'm growing. I won't be perfect, but I can be present. And being present with you is more powerful than being flawless in the eyes of others. Your grace covers my gaps. If I've held back part of my heart from you, take it now. I don't want to compartmentalize my trust. I want to love you with my whole heart, my whole mind, and my whole strength. That's where transformation lives, in the places I offer completely. Let me remember tonight that you're not asking for performance. You're asking for communion. Not striving, but surrender. Not perfection, but connection. And in this quiet place, I sense you drawing me close without judgment, without distance, only love. May I wake tomorrow with new eyes. Eyes that look for you in the chaos. Eyes that see people through the lens of mercy. Eyes that scan the horizon for opportunities to love, to serve, and to reflect the heart of my Father. And as I drift once more into rest, I say it again with reverence and trust. Lord, I give you my day. I give you every heartbeat, every breath, every unspoken ache, and every whispered prayer. It is all yours, and it always will be. Lord, as this day comes to its final breath, I sit in awe of how gently you've carried me, even through the bumps and missteps. Your grace has never loosened its grip on my soul. I did not walk alone today, not for a moment. Your presence has been my constant. If there were moments when I forgot to acknowledge you, I ask for mercy. You never forgot me, even when I became distracted by worries, tasks, or my own limitations. Thank you for staying near, for being unshakably faithful when my focus wavered. Tonight I choose to close this day not with regret, but with reflection. I don't want to replay my failures, I want to recognize where you were working. The small victories, the quiet nudges, the hidden blessings, they were all threads in your divine tapestry. I release any lingering heaviness I carried through this day, emotional burdens, harsh words, confusion, or fear. I give them to you. I won't drag them into tomorrow. I declare peace over my body, my thoughts, and the atmosphere around me. Lord, help me be a vessel of grace tomorrow. In how I speak, how I react, how I show up, let your kindness saturate me, so deeply that it overflows without effort. Make me so rooted in you that I become unshakable in love, calm in pressure, and gentle in conflict. If any area of my life is drifting from your will, show me, not with shame, but with holy clarity. You discipline those you love, and I welcome your correction, because I trust your heart. Redirect me if I've wandered. Refocus me if I've strayed. Let tonight's rest be a holy reset, not just sleep, but a spiritual recentering. Align my spirit with your purpose. Remind me of what matters. Remind me that I don't need to strive to be loved, because I already am. That truth alone quiets the striving. Thank you for the unseen work you're doing in me. The growth I don't feel yet. The healing I haven't recognized yet. The prayers you're already answering behind the curtain. I may not see the full picture, but I know you are moving. If tomorrow brings unknowns, I won't fear them. I know the one who goes before me. You hold time in your hands. You've already walked ahead into every conversation, every decision, every detail. I simply have to follow you step by step. I choose to go into sleep with a posture of trust. I will not rehearse my fears. I will not dwell on what ifs. I will not battle with questions you haven't answered yet. Tonight I will rest, not because everything is resolved, but because you are in control. Cover those I love with divine safety. Wherever they are, whisper your nearness to them. If they are burdened, lift it. If they are wandering, call them home. If they are broken, begin the healing. My prayers do not expire, they rest in your hands even as I sleep. If I wake in the middle of the night, let it be a moment of communion, not fear. Let me whisper your name and feel the atmosphere shift. Let me rest in the knowledge that the one who watches over Israel is watching over me too. You are the God who writes beauty into brokenness. You don't just repair, you redeem. You take the day's ruins and turn them into something sacred. And because of that, I can let go. I can close my eyes with peace. I can lay down everything and rest fully. So as the final light fades, I whisper what my heart knows to be true. Lord, I give you my day. You were in it, you are over it, and you are already waiting for me in the next one. With new mercy, fresh strength, and unshakable love. Lord, as I arrive at the close of this prayerful journey, my heart is full of gratitude, full of reverence, full of quiet joy. You've walked with me through each breath of this day, through every thought and every silent cry. And now, you receive this day as a holy offering. Thank you for not just watching over my actions, but tending to the unseen corners of my soul. Thank you for understanding the prayers I couldn't put into words. Thank you for being near when no one else saw the weight I was carrying. Your faithfulness has covered me. I stand in awe of how you meet me exactly where I am. Not in perfection, not in achievement, but in raw honesty. You come close to the humble. You heal the wounded. You restore the broken. And you have done all of that in me today. Let every seed planted in this day take root in fertile soil. Whether it was a kind word, a silent prayer, or a small act of obedience, I trust you to multiply it in ways I'll never fully see. because nothing is wasted when it's placed in your hands. If tomorrow looks different than I expect, remind me that you are still writing the story. I don't have to understand every chapter. I only need to trust the author. You've already written redemption into every ending and mercy into every morning. Lord, bless my mind with thoughts that are pure, peaceful, and anchored in truth. Let no lie find fertile ground in me. Replace every anxious script with holy declarations. Fill my inner world with the sound of heaven's calm voice. I thank you for the quiet work of transformation. I may not feel different today, but I know you are shaping me, slowly, gently, faithfully. You are making me more like Christ, not through pressure, but through presence. Let me rise tomorrow with courage in my spirit and softness in my heart. Let the sunrise be a reminder that you've given me another chance, another day, another breath, and with it another opportunity to glorify you with my life. I lay down every burden at your feet now, every worry, every deadline, every relationship, every unknown. I will not carry them into the morning. I will not drag them into my rest. They belong to you now, and I trust you to handle them with wisdom and care. Protect my dreams as I sleep. Let no fear enter my resting place. Let my body be renewed, my spirit restored, and my soul refreshed. Wrap me in the covering of your peace and seal this night with your goodness. Thank you for every moment you whispered when I was too overwhelmed to listen. Thank you for every touch of peace you gave when I couldn't articulate my need. You've been more faithful than I deserved, and more generous than I imagined. You are the shepherd of my soul, and I lack nothing in your care. The past is covered, the present is held, and the future is already secured in you. I lack no good thing because I walk with you. So tonight, one last time, I say it with all that I am and all that I have. Lord, I give you my day, not as a ritual but as a sacred release, because you are worthy, you are able, you are here.